Hey guys, welcome to your mat today. I'm so glad that you decided to do some yoga with me. Today's class is called Twists and Bends for a Healthy Spine. As we get older, we just want to make sure everything stays mobile so that we don't get tight or have issues moving in other ways. A lot of times our spine, if it's not moving the way it should be, can cause problems in other parts of our body, like our hips or our knees, and cause headaches and all of that. So we're just trying to stay mobile as long as we can. So I have some tools here today that I'm going to introduce, and you can find, you may or may not have these around the house, and that's okay. I'm just showing a lot of things so that you can find something that will work, and then pause your video to go find something. So I'll start out with what you guys probably already have, hopefully, and that is a foam roller. I have this half-size one. It's just easier, it's more portable when I'm traveling and stuff. So if you have a foam roller, grab that. Also, a set of blocks or one block is probably enough. They're just like regular foam yoga blocks. If you don't have that, it's totally not a big deal. We can find something else. So if you have those, grab that. If you have a foam roller, grab that. Also have out here, this is just in case you don't have anything else. It might help inspire you to think of something else that you might have that might work. So this is just like a 15-pound sand-filled slam ball, I think they're called. I don't really know. I don't really use it. So, but it's round and it's heavy, so it's not going to move around a lot. Also, another option is a yoga wheel if you have one, or maybe have seen one and want one. They're really kind of awesome. They're padded on the outside and really hard on the inside. Sorry, my dog's head is sticking in the video. That's Asa. And then the last thing is this ball, and this is the reason why she is obsessed right now, is because she loves this ball. And who doesn't? These things are the best for like so many reasons. No, go on. Sorry. But this can also be used to help with back bends and things like that. So we'll get to that in a little while. Let's start with just one yoga block for now, and we'll go from there. So let's just start. It's gonna be kind of like a little bit of flowing today, but mostly kind of just holding in things and showing you guys some ways to stretch out your spine and keep it mobile. So we're going to take our yoga block and put it on the mat. You can either use one or two. Two would probably be more stable, but that's up to you. So two of them at the second lowest, I guess. So this would be the lowest height, and then turn it to its sides for the second lowest. And then put it right on your mat. I'm going to move this so you can see how high it is. It's not too high. And we're just going to lay down on it with our rib cage down on it. So we're trying to push our thoracic spine up towards the sky. So just kind of lay down on top of it, right there with your ribs. At first, I got this clip in my hair, I'm gonna have to take that out. At first, I feel like, oh, I need to cradle my head to protect my head and neck. So if that's how you need to do, go ahead and cradle your head, and then eventually your body should melt right over and you should be able to just set your head down on the floor. And then, so eventually also you should be able to straighten your legs. I straighten mine right away. I do this probably every day, but so my legs just automatically went down. But once you feel comfortable here, try to straighten out your legs. Just let your elbows hang freely and softly on the floor. Maybe they're out to a T. Maybe they're a goalpost with a bend. I don't know if you can see. But just find, or maybe they're even just like draped across your chest, like just however you're most comfortable, because we're going to stay here for a little while. This position helps open up your chest and helps open up the thoracic spine, which is that spot kind of in the rib cage. So a lot of times this is a really stiff area for people. Mine is super stiff. I'm pretty mobile in my upper neck and my low back, but my mid spine is rough, to to say the least. So I do this quite a bit. And then once you kind of feel like, you know, like this is really not a big deal, I feel like I could go higher, then, you know, come on up nice and slow. And maybe use your roller this time and see how that goes. So if the blocks were easy, you can grab your foam roller, same kind of thing. Just lay down right there on your rib cage. Let your head hang heavy. Like right now, I can't quite touch the floor with my head, so I'm supporting it with my hands, which actually also helps to open up my chest. That feels pretty good. Just find the tool that works the best for you. Like, so maybe during this time, just kind of rotating through some of the things you found around the house that could work for this pose. You can also, you know, take those blocks that we had before and turn them like to the a higher level, or stack them, might be a little higher. Or you can bring in the yoga wheel or a slam ball or anything that you have around the house that you can lay here. We're just going to kind of lay here for a couple minutes and just open things up. If you are on a foam roller, this is an excellent way to also massage your upper back muscles. If you have long hair, wrap up your hair in your hands or wear a bun or a high ponytail or something. But another thing that I add into this is I bend my knees and I pick up my hips and I just pull in and out, rolling in and out across my upper back. The upper back, I'm sure, gets really stiff and really tired running so much that this will just feel amazing, I promise you. So I just roll it back and forth, and then I'll bring my elbows together and roll all the way up to my neck even. Kind of stopping in those spots where it might need a little extra attention. If you're on blocks, you can just stay still because we're going to come back to another exercise either from the blocks or whatever you're on. But if you happen to be on a foam roller, you can do these rolls. And then find some stillness, maybe moving the foam roller or the blocks down a little lower so they're just kind of towards the bottom part of your rib cage now. And going back down into that position. So now I'm going to add some motion to this position to help kind of start to warm up the muscles of the spine and just loosen things up. So picking up your head, neck, and shoulders, squeeze your chin to your chest, make your best double chin, like squeeze it as tight as you can. All the way up, round out the spine, make a big C shape with your spine. And then slowly roll again, one vertebra at a time, all the way back down. And then inhale, roll up. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale down. All the way down until your head touches. We're doing let's say 10 to 20. So just go ahead and take 10 to 20 on your own. This is 4, I think, 3 or 4. So that's 10. Now I'll try to shoot for 3 sets of 10 a couple times a week. I try to do it every day, but it doesn't happen. But try to get a few of those in every day, as much as you can. And then go ahead and sit all the way up. If you need to grab your legs to help yourself get up, please do. I just did. Set this aside. I'm gonna put it over here. Set your foam roller or your blocks or whatever you had there aside. Bring your bottoms of your feet to the edges of your mat, so open up your feet. So I've got my one foot on this edge and my other foot all the way on the other edge of my mat. Knees are wide. Now we're windshield wiper our knees from side to side. All right, and then find some stillness. Pick up your feet, hug your knees to your chest. Maybe rocking side to side if that feels good on your low back. And then find some stillness there. We're going to grab one block. This time, just one. And we're going to take that block, push the bottoms of your feet up, or push your feet into the floor to lift your hips up. We're going to set the block in at the lowest level, right under our pelvis. So not at your low back and not at your like fleshy part of your butt, but I guess it would be the sacrum area of your pelvis. So go ahead and set that down and then try to straighten your legs. Maybe one leg, maybe two. So you can see where my spine is tilting up towards the ceiling now. And if you just try to relax into it, it's just a really nice natural stretch, pushing your pelvis forward. You might feel it in the front of your legs. Try to relax there. We'll take about 5 to 10 breaths in this position. Then we're going to turn the block on its side so it's just a little bit higher. Just find some relaxation, maybe count your breaths. Focus on this practice and be present with yourself instead of thinking about all the things that you need to do and that you should be doing instead of doing this. That can wait. Leave it aside for now. It'll be there when you're done. All right, now bring the bottoms of your feet back to the floor. We're going to take that block, lift up your hips, turn the block to, so it was flat, now flip it up. I don't know if you can see that, how if I just lift it up from flat, flip it up, slide it back in underneath your sacrum. Just let your legs hang heavy, straight out in front. Just relax there onto that block. If you don't have a block, you can find something else, basketball maybe, or this is that slam ball. Lift it up and set your sacrum down on it. That's actually pretty awesome because it's soft too, so it feels pretty good. Your foam roller would also work. It is a little higher though, just so you're aware, but that also could work very well. Maybe a volleyball or something stiff enough so a pillow would not work. It's too squishy. You know where I'm going though. more breaths at this higher level. And go ahead and bend your knees. Push the bottoms of your feet in. Take out that object that was under there, your blocks or your slam ball, your basketball, your foam roller. And then we're going to do the same thing. Bring your knees wide or your feet wide onto the edges of your mat. And then we'll windshield wiper from side to side. And then find some stillness, pick up your knees, hug your knees to your chest. Maybe rocking side to side again. So now we have, worked through our spine in one direction, but now we need to work on the twisting part of it. For at least this part of it while we're on our backs. So from here, we're going to take our right leg and send it to the floor. You've probably done this a bazillion times. Take that right hand and put it on your left knee, cross it over your body. Bringing your left arm out to a T, take a look out towards that left hand. We've done this in class before. And then switching sides, we'll come back to center. Bring both knees to your chest, send the left leg down, left hand to the right knee, right arm comes to a T. Guide that left hand, guide the right knee all the way to the floor. Taking a gaze out towards your right hand this time. We'll stay about 10 breaths, and we'll move on. Come on back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. Then we're going to rock and roll all the way to tabletop. Go through some cat and cow. We've done that before. All the way to tabletop. I'm going to turn around and found your tabletop. Inhale, drop your belly, lift your gaze and your tail to the sky. Exhale, push the floor away. Really exaggerate, rounding out your spine, tucking your chin to your chest, tucking your pelvis forward. Inhale, drop your belly. Exhale, push the floor away. Inhale, drop. Exhale, round it out. Let's take about 5 more. Now I know this looks really strange. I went to a class once, I forget the name of the type of yoga it was. We did them kind of fast. I want you to take 10 at a quicker pace. And then find neutral spine. Good job with that. Let's tuck our toes to the sky and send our hips high to the sky. Downward facing dog, just stretch out the legs just a little bit. And then back to tabletop. We're going to take our right hand and put it behind our head. We're going to tap it to the floor. Inhale, point it to the sky. Tap, open. We're going to take 10. There's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Other side, left hand behind your head. Tap, open, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Back to tabletop. Tuck your toes, hips high to the sky, down dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. We're going to walk our hands to our feet to our hands. And then grab a hold of your elbows. Let your head hang heavy. Now big bend into each knee as we rotate from side to side. And then find some stillness in the middle. We're going to put our right hand down on the floor. Big bend in our right knee. So left leg goes straight, right knee bends, left hand to the sky, reach up, twist it up, look up. And switch sides. Left hand to the floor. Big bend in the left knee, right hand to the sky, reach up, look up. Now we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Inhale, reach. Exhale, switch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, switch. Reach. Switch, reach, switch, reach, switch, reach. One more each side. Good job. Forward fold. Let's take those C shapes with our spine, rocking side to side. Now plant your hands on the mat. Excuse me. Plant your hands on the mat. Let your head hang heavy. Let your arms hang heavy. Slowly tuck your chin to your chest and slowly roll one vertebra at a time all the way to stand. Squeeze your butt as you stand. Last thing to come up is your head. Big breath in. Exhale, slowly roll, one vertebra at a time. Really round out your back. Exaggerate as you go down. Roll back up. Squeeze your butt at the top. Protect your low back. And lower back down. One more time, all the way up, all the way down. All right, let us find a downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round out your back. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, round out your back. Inhale, bring it up. This time, leave it up. Bend your knee. Shift your weight forward. Look up. touch your toe to your head. Mine is a million years away. We're just going for that arch in the spine. Inhale. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. Good job. Left leg, bring it up. Exhale, knee to nose, round out your spine. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, knee to nose. One more, bring it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Bring it up, bend your knee. Shift your weight forward, look up, shine your chest forward. Try to touch your toe with your head, or at least visualize. And then go ahead and set it down. Inhale, touch your toe to your head, right leg. Exhale, set it down. Inhale, touch your toe to your head, left leg, and set it down. Inhale, right leg. Exhale, left leg. Inhale, right. I guess staying for the exhale. Other side, left side, last time. And go ahead and put your foot down. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, round out your back, and then step it all the way through. We're going to send that left knee to the floor, rising up to a low lunge. Reaching your arms up to the sky. I'm going to turn towards the camera so you can see a little better what's going on here. Arms reach. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center, and then twist. So left elbow to the right knee, pushing that right hand down into the palm, other palm. So pushing right palm into left palm to turn your chest towards the right side of your room. To make it even further, you could make a fist if that seems to make more sense in your head. Using a fist to push. Feel free. We'll be here a few breaths. And now option here to tuck your left toes and lift your left knee up off the floor. From here, if it's feeling really good, another option you could do is to get deeper into the twist, bringing your elbow a little bit further over and maybe bringing that left arm to the floor and the right hand to the sky. And then release. If you opened up, come on back to center. We'll bring that left knee back to the floor. Hands come back to heart center. And then bring your palms to the floor. We'll find a high plank. Let's lower all the way down to the floor. Inhale, press up to cobra, leaving your legs on the floor. Inhale, look up. Exhale, down. Let's take 3 just like that. There's 2. And 1. Inhale, press up. Exhale, lower. Tuck your toes. High plank. Down dog. Left leg, bring it up. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale up. Exhale, nose, and then step it through. We're going to lunge on the other side. Right leg is down. Left leg is on the floor. Left foot is on the floor. Reach up. Big breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center, and twist to the left. Sometimes I'll use my hand, I should probably say that. Sometimes I'll use my hand to push so that I can hook that elbow down. So again, palms pressing together, or fist. I feel like the fist feels stronger for me. Or if it's feeling good and you want to go deeper, you can use your hand to push that elbow over the knee a little more. Really try to open up your chest to the side wall. And then slowly back to center. So we're in this twist. Let's come back to center. And I'm just going to turn back to the side. Let's let's stay that way. So we came back to center. Let's inhale, reach our left arm to the sky and our right hand to our low back. And lean back, so squeeze your butt, sending your glutes forward, your hips forward, and your upper body towards the back of the room. If it feels okay, maybe you can reach back with your right hand and touch your right heel. And then slowly back to the top. Let's bring our hands back to the floor. Find a high plank. Lower all the way down. Inhale, press up, cobra. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. We'll go back to that low lunge. Inhale, reach. And then low lunge, twist. Inhale, back to center. Right hand to the sky. Left hand to your low back. Squeeze your glutes. Push your hips forward as you lower your upper body back behind you. Big breath in. Exhale, flow it out, high plank. Lower. Inhale to cobra. Exhale, down dog. Left leg to the sky. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, reach. Exhale, twist. Inhale, back to center. Left arm to the sky. Right hand to your low back. Squeeze your glutes. Send your hips forward and your upper body back. This time, we're going to just switch sides from here. Reaching out left foot back, right leg forward. Squeeze your butt, reach back. And back to center. Right knee comes back in, left knee comes back out. Left hand to the sky. Reach, bend back. And forward. Right side. Squeeze your glutes. And left side. Then come on back to center. Now coming with both knees together, hands are at the backs on your back above your glutes. Sorry, my dog just keeps coming in here. Okay, she laid down. Squeeze your glutes. Send your hips forward. Let your head hang heavy if that feels good. And slowly back to the top. Now that was a full camel. We're going to try a half camel on each side. So bringing our left hand to our heel. Reach our right hand to the sky. Squeeze your butt tight. Reach and switch. Right hand to right heel. Squeeze, reach the left and back. Other side, left hand, left heel. Squeeze, reach, switch. Right hand, right heel. Squeeze, reach, and switch. Let's do one more each side. Left and right. Nicely done. All right, high plank and lower. Inhale, press up, cobra. Exhale, down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, press up. And down. High plank. Downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet. And then walk our hands to our feet. We're going to sit all the way down to the floor. Finding a bridge pose. So we kind of did this in the beginning in our warm-up, but we're going to do it without the support. So bottoms of your feet are on the floor. We're going to use our triceps to help push our hips up. Point your fingertips towards the sky. Press your elbows and the bottoms of your feet into the floor to lift. And then scooch your shoulders in underneath and interlace your hands underneath your body and hold. And then slowly release. The second time we're going to go up for a full wheel. And if you're not interested in full wheel today, you can go back to bridge, what we just did. If you're going to try the full wheel, I had to take my clip out. Move your hair off to the side. Press your palms into the floor next to your ears. Pressing hard into your palms and to your feet as you lift everything up off the floor. Squeeze your glutes to protect your low back, just like we did in that camel pose. Hold for 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. We'll windshield wiper our knees from side to side. And then hug your knees to your chest. Got one more pose for you today. And then you can end laying on one of your items that we brought to use. I'll pull out the yoga ball for the last one to show you a way to just relax over your yoga ball. This last one we're going to do is called plow pose. We're going to bring our feet to the sky, pressing our palms into the floor. Now I'm going to say it right now. When we start to bring our legs back over our head, do not turn your head from side to side. So you won't see me looking at you. So just listen and don't look. Keep your eyes straight ahead, straight up. So bringing your toes, pushing your palms into the floor to bring your toes back behind your head. This motion causes your chin to touch your chest, which is what we want. We're going for that shape. You can keep your legs straight or maybe bending at the knees and maybe supporting your low back with your hands. So bringing the palms of your hands to your low back or your pelvis with your knees maybe bent alongside your ears, or maybe they're straight, touching the floor behind you. We'll stay for 3, 2, and slowly roll all the way back down to the floor. We're going to end our class today just relaxing on one of our tools, either under our hips or under our upper back, whichever you're most tight in is where I want you to stay for the last like 4 minutes or so. So find your tool. I'm going to bring my ball over this time. And I'm just going to sit down on it and then let my body kind of hang heavy over it. And I put my hands down and my feet down and just kind of rest here. Now this one isn't quite as relaxing because it moves around and bounces around, so you kind of have to pay attention so that you don't fall off. But it is a great way to get the whole spine in the same kind of arc all at the same time. So just find your tool that you're going to use and stay there for the remainder of your practice. I do want to say that anytime we do any chest opening or back bending, that sometimes emotions may come up. So if you felt at all sad or anxious or any kind of maybe unwanted feelings while we were doing this practice today, that's completely normal. And it's just energy opening up that needed to get released. So just sit with it and don't be afraid of it, and just let it out and let it release. And hopefully you won't have to carry it with you any longer. So if you have any questions or comments, just reach out at any time. I would love to chat with you. So I hope that you guys had a great time, and thank you so much for practicing with me. Namaste.